Why is this history book only half written? Because it is waiting to be filled with the wars yet to come. Those Sarkaz who march off to their deaths will be nothing but footnotes. Speak your mind, Doctor. You might just as well leave behind some unique commentary on this segment of history. I was the one who killed Scout. We made a transaction. Then I jammed my sword through his heart. Mercenaries like us could put a price on anything. The most unfair part of the deal was that I had to keep on living. A pathetic soul looking to crawl up out of the quagmire. Ines is right. Still, when the mire wanted to drag me under, I realized there was no escape. For most Sarkaz, they'd find only hatred-born victories to swallow when they're hungry for revenge. But I refuse to believe it's the way it should be, and I won't stop finding for us a true path to freedom. When I was young, my mother taught me to read and write Sarkaz. I still remember that volume of Column's expedition she kept on her. Its ink smudged with some guy's blood. She died of oropathy. As for the book, it's gonna carry our hopes and tears until time wears it out. While I was in prison, I liked to kill time by debating a scholar, an old feline in the next cell over. Our conversations usually ended with him trying to prove that Victoria was more civilized than Kazdel. Eventually, he failed to prove it before the Sarkaz guards executed him. I should say, it's not something I feel happy about. Most of the Sarkaz history books I collected have been lost. Whether burned to ash or cast aside in action like worthless scraps, their whereabouts hardly piqued anyone else's curiosity. But, for better or for worse, we have other ways to remember history. No, it's nothing. Fine. Introduction to Accounting Practice. Borrowed it from the library. Ines says that all you need to know to open a shop is how to collect money and give change. And now, I'm a little surprised to find out that she's right. Well, I won't call this a waste of effort. At the very least, there's no harm in having some idle thoughts. Can you guess who made these salted potatoes? W, yeah. Hard to believe, huh? She actually cooks a lot more than Ines does. Try one. They're not bad. Mercenaries are good at taking lives, but there's a limit to one's energy. To hone our craft, we have to set aside everything else. What were you like back then? My lips are sealed, Doctor. Oftentimes, getting to forget is a gift. Make no mistake. I'm not suggesting you were a good person or some kind of bastard. People always expect things to return to the way they were, whether it's about circumstances or people. However, amnesia won't give anyone a clean restart of life. Seems like a lifetime ago. Only that room with the swaying white curtains is long gone. A nostalgic place, Doctor. As for this commission of yours, I trust we can both set aside its details for the moment. I do have some other ideas on the rewards, though, beyond the bounty itself. Is this your upgraded training regimen? It's definitely safer for the masses, but I'd do better with something more direct. I don't need these, Doctor. But if you insist on some sort of reward, you think I could teach a class to the children here in my free time? No, not to teach military history. I just want to share with them some Sarkaz folk songs. Medals and titles give people an illusion of some kind of irreplaceable responsibility. Most times, though, it begets nothing but ruination. That's true for elite, leader, king, and even the Lord of Fiends. If conflict is unavoidable, a swift end is a form of mercy. I only hope this is temporary. It's not really my thing. Embers will hide our footsteps. War never changes. Don't doubt your own judgment. Seize the moment. Order acknowledged. Same battlefield, different day. Eyes blind by hatred. Sense deprived by ember. The battlefield's all around you. Where do you think you're running? Enough. Time to end this. One great victory isn't enough to tip the balance, but it can buy you a moment of respite. You may catch a breath now. A single military victory means nothing in the face of what we're putting a stop to. This is just a nuisance we've cleared aside. Why the long face, Doctor? Our heads are still sitting on our shoulders. As for them, don't worry. I'll take care of that for you. Less guys on your case isn't such a bad thing, is it? Ines and W, they're here too? Anything else you want to know? I don't have time for small talk. If you want fun and games, go look for W. Ah, so I'm not the only one who just got kicked out. Oh, didn't see you there. I was just thinking about the future. Arknights.